my name is Lizzie. Each week I've been bringing along different folds to inspire you to take some time out for yourself. Being creative is a really lovely way to forget everything else, have a bit of fun, maybe bring some decoration to your home. As you can see, I decorate quite a lot. So all of these films are very much dedicated to my colleagues at UCLH Hospital, encouraging staff to take time for their self-care. It's really important. You care for others, you really need to care for yourself as well. That way you'll be more resilient, and it's important that we look after ourselves. So I hope this can encourage and inspire you. But these films are for everybody, and I just wanted to share with you, this is an extra film actually. I normally show Origami, but I have been really inspired. I'm thinking this time of year I'm beginning to see little buds on the trees, just beginning to see the cherry blossom come out. And in Japan it's such an amazing and beautiful festival, and I was very lucky. I've twice been to Japan at the cherry blossom time, and it was so magical. The flowers coming out and people would gather. It would be great festivities, and I guess at this time it's maybe a little bit different. They can't quite do that, but cherry trees show the seasons, which is a lot of haiku and origami is about nature. And I thought it'd be really lovely if you might like to join me. I have been making cherry blossom decorations for myself, and I've been putting them up in the windows and making cards for friends. So some of these just from little scraps of paper, this lovely, very distinctive shape, and some out of tissue paper as well. These will look really nice against the light in the windows. So I thought I'd just show you how to make these. It involves a little bit of folding, so it sort of involves some origami to make a pentagon, and then just a tiny bit of cutting, and you'll make your most beautiful, perfect, lovely Japanese blossom and celebrate the beauty of nature. Cherry blossom very much represents the kind of ephemeralness, the transience of life, which is also what makes everything so precious too. So I hope you can join me, maybe make cards, put up in the windows. So all you need is a piece of paper. I'm going to show you with the board. So if you've joined me before making a star, it's the same thing. I just realised how to do this. I'm sure anyone could as well, but I thought I'd share it to you because it might inspire you. So I have been making little flowers, but I'm going to show you this fairly big. So I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm just going to halve it first of all. There we go. And go, make sure hopefully you can get outside and try and find some trees and start looking really closely at the buds. It will make you feel really good to see that life will emerge again. So symbolic of hope and the persistence of nature, which is about ourselves as well. So I'm going to make a nice little square. So I'm going to just take the corner, just gently line it all up. And I love folding because it encourages me to slow down, look really carefully, give folds, give it strength. And when you do that, I just find I relax, letting out a little bit of tension on the paper. Going to remove a rectangle. We're just making a square, and then I'll show you how to make a pentagon, and it's really simple how to cut it to look like a classic beautiful cherry blossom. There we go. I am going to remove that rectangle. So for this piece you're obviously going to need 2 scissors. This is what's called Kirigami as well. So how to make a pentagon. So if you first of all just fold it in half to make a rectangle. So I was shown this actually by Melvin, so a friend who showed me. I didn't realise how simple it was to make a pentagon. It's a very pleasing thing to do. Next, I'm going to fold it in half again in the middle. So I suppose I'll make it into quarters. There we go. Now I've already got a little line here, and what I'm going to do is do a cross just on one side. So there's one line there, but let's just go over it again. So I'm bringing it up. So that line down here comes up to the middle line, and it's just giving a diagonal line. What we're wanting actually is just a little cross in the middle, that square. That will help us aim. So I'm now going to do it the other way round. And as I said, it's to get a little cross in the middle. So I'm actually only giving a little mark there in the middle. There we go. So our next step, see what I'm doing now, is I'm going to take a corner at the top. This is the folded side, and I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to aim towards that cross, like so. No, I've just realised, what am I doing? Doing it all back to front. Sorry. I'm going to take this corner and aim over here. So I'm aiming to the middle of that cross. There we go. The joys of doing this upside down. There we go. So it was this bottom corner. Rid of that little bit there. And I'm going to aim towards the middle of the cross, like so. You could also try making white flowers and have a go at really shading as well. That could be really lovely. So our next step is to take this side and I'm going to bring it to this line. The beauty with the YouTube is you can stop, you can go back, you can slow the speed, so you get it hopefully. There we go. So it was down there, touch the middle of the cross, and I brought this line to here, like so. Now my next step is to take this side and I'm going to bring it to this line. After a while, if you do this quite a few times, you'll find you just do it. It's great. Strangely pleasing. There we go, squashing that down. What a strange looking shape. That's right. And now your next step is just to push it back. So it all folds up in a nice little neat stack. I know the ends look very untidy, but we're going to remove them in just a moment. So it's looking like this. Right, get out your scissors. So Kirigami cutting paper, also very pleasing. So I'm going to cut that lowest line that you have is where you're going to cut. So I'm going to have to see what I'm doing, or I could definitely go off there. That's it. So just cutting along that line. That's it. Get rid of your scrap pieces of paper. So to make the shape of the cherry blossom, at the moment it's a pentagon. So it's quite simple. It's really lovely. So we're going to sort of round the petals. So here, think of this as the pointy bit sticking out. We're going to just round this off here. Let me see if I can do that. So I'm rounding that off. Great. Happy with that. So I just rounded that bit off. And now this will be the bit between the petals. So I am next going to cut that off and then have it going in just a little bit. You see, I might actually just do that a little bit more. Experiment. I think the beauty actually of the cutting is that they'll all be a little bit different. Can you see? So it's gone in a little bit and I've curved it. We'll see how it looks. And then the very bottom, you want a sort of middle to your flower. I am just cutting off just a little bit there. That's it. That's it. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I think it'll be all right. Let's have a look. Moment of truth. So let's undo the cherry blossom. And hopefully you also will have a beautiful cherry blossom. Obviously you can do these much smaller. I've been doing lots of little small ones they could stick on as cards onto your windows. I hope it will help you feel spring is coming and the beauty of new life emerging. I hope it is for you. Hope it lifts your spirits as it is for me. Thank you.